Hi, and welcome again to another edition of Market Analysis for today, January 18th, 2023. I'm Giovanni Betancourt, analyst, trader, and educator with Vantage Markets. Well, let's begin with a nice little question. Is the dollar set for a bumpy ride? Well, the Bank of Japan made a surprise decision that is an early taste of the turbulence the dollar is likely to experience this year. The BOJ kept its cap on the 10-year government bond yield at 0.5%, thereby keeping longer-term interest rates low when many economists expected an increase. The yen tumbled. On its own, it's not much. It's probably not a change of direction for the BOJ, which lifted that cap in December as inflation in the country started to pick up. But the surprise gets to the heart of expectations for currencies in 2023. As the Federal Reserve raised interest rates further and faster than other central banks last year, the dollar appreciated substantially. Now the Fed is showing signs of slowing down while the rest of the world is just getting going with tightening monetary policy. That means the dollar should weaken against peers such as the yen and the euro going forward. A weaker dollar in generally is good for US companies. It makes their exports cheaper for overseas buyers and bolsters their earnings made abroad when they are reported in dollars. The dollar index, a gauge of the currency's strength against a basket of peers, is already down more than 10% from its September peak. The global economy is looking stronger than it might have seemed just a few months ago. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz says his country will avoid recession, and the International Monetary Fund signaled it may be able to upgrade its forecasts. That should keep global interest rates moving up, but at varying speeds, which in turn will drive currency swings. With the BOJ showing how quickly the drama can escalate, it will be fascinating to watch. So let's talk about the markets now. Take a look at what we are seeing today in the indices. The Nasdaq is looking to open positive to the rise. We are in this nice uptrend. The 21-day moving average is on a 45-degree angle, showing the momentum, as well as the RSI trading above 50 and pointing higher. I have my resistance at 11,800, so that should be a key level of resistance where we find sellers around here taking profits. Okay, will that be a fake head? No, a fake out. There's a lot of things that could happen. So let's get there first, and that which is that what the momentum is coming forward with, right? The market is showing us that. And then we have the S&P 500. Yesterday, that 4,000 level just worked miraculously perfectly. Now it traded a bit 3,999.09. Okay, that looked to be like a brick on the market's forehead. So it has been respected. 4,000 is the support. I have it right, my support right below that at 3,950. But the expectation obviously would be for the market to come and move higher, reaching that 4,100 level. And so let's see if that will happen. As far as the Dow, we saw the Dow yesterday just really losing ground because of Goldman Sachs missing estimates. So that brought the Dow lower. It gave opportunity for some other buyers. Okay, that's cool. I'll come in and pick up some of these lower stocks that traded lower yesterday. So that was the case. Some stocks to keep in mind, for us to start looking into it are travel, airlines, hotels, car rentals. Why? Obviously because the tourism industry is picking up, so there's a lot of demand. Hey, that's gonna be a key element for us to take a look at. So as far as the Russell 2000 goes, as well, is also looking to move higher, reach that. Let's see if it will come in and fluctuate above or even break the resistance of 1900. Have my support at 1850. Then we have Mr. Crude Oil. Yesterday I talked about crude oil. Look, I was looking for it to reach 81.50, perhaps $2. It kind of almost did. It kissed it, it retraced from there. Let's see if today will be the day that it'll reach that $82, 82.50 is where I have my support, my resistance. I'm sorry, my resistance. And as far as support is, I'm gonna bring this puppy up. I'm gonna use the lows of yesterday or of all the week. In reality, $78. I'm gonna actually just gonna put $78 right around here. Yeah, I'm gonna use that. And our size is way up, not it's far from being overbought anyhow. Nat Gas is the one that is looking to finally trade below that support of 350 that has been, key element, key support level, all last week, and so far it was the case so far this week. So I'm actually moving my support at $3 because perhaps that could be the case, but RSI is almost into oversold territory. So keep that in mind. Will we just come in and just find a footing, a floor right here at $3.40? That could be the case. Then we have gold. Gold, that 1920 that we spoke about last week, is being violated right now. I've moved up my resistance to 1950. But perhaps 1920 will be the place of consolidation. This moving average is just really nice 45-degree angle RSI is in overbought territory. So that will be the scenario for it so far today. I'm thinking that yes, obviously there's gonna be some pullback, a short pullback, perhaps back down to 1900 and find support here, and then make another attempt to break in that 1920, moving to 1940, 1950. That could be the case. But first, we have to obviously wait for the RSI to come back down towards, into the neutral zone. But that will be the case. Let's see what that will happen. Let's see if silver will also come in and take another attempt at $24.50. $24 is the support, psychological support. The RSI could also be used as a dynamic support line. I have $23 as my support. I could bring it up to $23.50, which is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring it to $23.50-ish. Right, so that's a dollar channel. Give space. Silver could probably just stay idle and just trading it sideways around $24. Then we have copper. Copper is on a parabolic movement. It is way into the overbought territory. At any moment in time, okay, we could probably come in and find just a short profit taking. 440 is my resistance, right? So if we take a look at how high copper has been previously, then the highest value that we have, not the one way, is back in March 7th of 2022. Will we see that happen? Let's see where were we right last year. So last year, okay, we had a flat day, but we were trading above 440. So we'll revisit that 440 today. That's something to keep in mind, and that'll be a nice trade. Okay, but we are in overbought territory, so be careful on that one. All right, FOMO. All right, so we have the euro. Look how the euro yesterday, all this week and last week has been making this quadruple top. 1, 2, 3, 4, and today is kissing that resistance. I have my resistance at 109, but RSI is not even in the overbought territory, so we could probably see a nice pop to the upside, 109. As far as the pound goes, I had the 124. I moved it up to the high of December 14th. That most likely will be reached because the dollar index is trading below 101.5, 101.50. If we close below this, 101 will be. They just do that. 101 is gonna be our support for the dollar index, and that will mean the pound, yen, euro, a gold will move higher. A crude oil could probably move even higher also. So those are my levels for today. Keep in mind, This, all right. Also, I would like to remind you again, next month in February, we're gonna start doing some live sessions, looking at markets, taking a look at different assets, and it'll be about 50 minutes, but it'll be interesting for you to join me. So I'll give you more information of the date and time, but that'll be next month in February. All right. Well, have a nice trading day. I'll see you tomorrow.